So welcome to Fairy Tales for Masterminds. In this game, you will need to solve 4 virtual riddles that eventually connect to a final riddle. This game can be played in one or more groups. If you are one group, the game is won by solving the final riddle before the timer reaches 0. If you are a couple of groups, you can also compete with one another over who ends up with the most points at the end of a predetermined time frame. In this game, you will use 2 important platforms, the Travel Quest site and Google Earth. In the Travel Quest site, you will see the riddles, reveal clues, and open locks. In Google Earth, you'll wander around various 3D locations. This platform allows you to explore places that are relevant for solving the riddles. We recommend opening a browser tab for each platform and placing them one next to the other. Each riddle contains a link that will open Google Earth in the exact location where you need to start the riddle from. Another recommended platform you can use is Zoom, or any other online conference service where you and your teammates can play together, walk together, and share screens as well as ideas. So let's say I just landed here, okay? In order to move, I can use my keyboard, I can use my mouse, I can press and drag in order to move around, see what's around me. I can also zoom in and zoom out using my mouse or my keyboard, it depends what you're choosing. On the bottom part of the screen, there's a compass, and when I click it, I face the north. Adjacent to it, there's a yellow person. When I click on that, I can see a bird's eye view of the entire area. And as you've seen before, I can press and drag, press and drag. I can also drag and press the command key or control key in order to see a 3D version of the area, which is super neat. Nice. Alright, let's click on the yellow person again, and then you see many dots appear. Okay, each dot represents a photo, a 360-degree angle photo. So I can zoom out, I can zoom in, and some of the dots reappear or disappear. It really depends, so you gotta be aware of that and play with the zoom. When I'm clicking on a dot, I am teleported to that specific photo, which I can scan using my keyboard, or I can use my mouse by dragging, and that's it. When I'm done, I can press the yellow person, and voila, I'm back in the map. Now, in addition to dots, there are also routes. I call them arrows. You'll see why in a second. When I'm clicking on it, I am teleported to some spatial environment which I can move along. Okay, as you see, there are arrows which tell me where I can go. So I can use my keyboard, my up button, in order to move along the route. Alright, I can turn around and keep moving. So I'm going to press the yellow person again, and that's it. These are the dots and arrows. Now, on the left, I have the Travel Quest site. So, above all, there's an entry code. I can press it, and it is automatically copied, so I can send it to my friends, and they can easily access this game. So, I'm creating the team, writing its name, writing a simple password, choosing a color, and clicking on Create Team. As you see, in the bottom bar there is an information tab. It says here this will contain information about the game, such as rules and other important guidelines you need to be aware of before you start. So after reading that, you press Start Quest, okay? Only then. Here I can see the players in my team and which teams are, well, in the system. Then you can press Start Quest, and then the timer will start, as you can see in the green area and in the upper left corner of the screen. Now we go to the Missions tab. In the Missions tab, you will see all the riddles. In the game, you'll get 4 regular riddles and a final riddle. I also put inside another example riddle. It's called The Funny Little Woman. So when clicking on it, I can see the riddle page. Okay, it says here, click here to start your course. Now the riddle also mentions if there are any routes or dots in the riddle. Okay, if it says dots, it means that there is at least one dot, and routes, it means that there is at least one route. Okay, so pay attention to what's written. So right now I'm looking for some code. Okay, so I'm reading the riddle, and the riddle leads me to, I don't know, let's say this napkin, and the napkin has something written on it. Let's say it says the word code on it. So I'm writing code, pressing submit. If that's the right code, then it will tell me that the mission is completed. Okay, and it will show a pop-up. This pop-up contains very important information. And if I want to get back to that pop-up, I can just press on the yellow button. I can also go back, see that there's a green check mark, which means that the riddle is complete, and I can press it and the pop-up will appear automatically. So overall, you have 4 riddles to solve and one final riddle that actually combines it all. So good luck!